We are all familiar about transgenders, right? Transgender, when your identity, how you feel, it is different from your physical sex, male or female. So, transgender are people who denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender does not correspond with their sex birth. For example, a transgender person may identify as a woman despite having been born with male genitalia. It also functions as an umbrella term for trans people, including trans women, trans men, and transsexual. The transgender people experience gender dysphoria or uncomfortable feeling that their mind and body don't match, like you're the mind of a man and the body of a woman, something like that. And they also choose to transition or surgeries to change their bodies to match their identity. And they have to fight for surgeries that they do want. But we must remember that being a transgender does not rely on a physical change. It's about identifying and expressing oneself on how they feel. If they do seek medical assistance to transition, then they would be called transsexual. Queer, used by people who celebrate all gender identities, can also mean someone who do not want to be restricted as lesbian, gay, and bisexual. So, LGBTQ, Q stands for queer. It is a word that describes sexual and gender identities other than straight and cisgender, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people may all identify with word queer, and it also covers people that fit anywhere on the spectrum of sexual orientation. It also another umbrella term, and it applies to all LGBT people as a whole. Everyone's bodies are different. Some of us have bodies which are considered male and female, and some of us have bodies which can be considered intersex. So, intersex people are born with or develop genitals with ambiguous sexual characteristics because of chromosomal or hormonal abnormalities. For example, a person might be born appearing to be female on the outside, but having mostly male typically anatomy on the inside. It is like a woman with no vagina or a woman with testes. Or it might be an intersex person, private parts which look different, or they may have different variations or internal organs, chromosomes patterns, so the doctors will often choose a gender for intersex babies on a sign that through surgery soon after birth. Intersex people face many challenges. One of the biggest concerns is that intersex people around the world receiving unnecessary life-altering surgeries as a baby or a child. There are so many things which make us different. We all have different color, different hair, eyes, and even skin. And some of us are gay, lesbian, and bisexual. And being intersex is just another way of being a person. We always remember that our differences make us all unique.